Good morning. We're holding Parshas Chukas. The idea of the Chukas is the idea of Chakika, engraving. So we have different aspects of the Torah and the Luchas. Different aspects of engraving too. The engraving of the Luchas was from one side to the other side. The Mem and the Samach were hollow. And Benes, it was a miracle they were holding. There was nothing else to hold on to. So basically, there is the Chakika of the Luchis, which we went through and through. There's a regular engraving, which does not go through and through. And then you have Torah Shebiksav and Torah Shebal Peh. And it goes further and further. But as you look at Torah Shebal Peh, and then you go down to Chassidus, and there was a Torah Shebiksav of Chassidus, Tanya is Torah Shebiksav of Chassidus, the written Torah of Chassidus. So it goes less and less and less. Now we have Torah Shebiksav, that is already not engraved, it's only words on parchment. And then you have the Torah Shebal Peh, which is not even on parchment at all. So everything has to do with the Yidden also. That's our connection to what's our connection. So there's the idea of Chakika. Chakika is you're one with the stone. That's the Etzem HaNeshama, the essence of your soul. Because the Even, the strength of the Neshama, is the stone of the Luchis. And then you have Torah Shebiksav, which speaks about Shema Yisrael. Hear, O Israel, V'ahavta, you shall love God. That's the idea of Ava and Yira. And then you have Torah Shebal Peh, which Torah Shebal Peh is halacha l'maisa, action. What to do, clarity in doing mitzvahs. But everything, Torah Shebal Peh comes. The oral law comes from Torah Shebiksav. As you see many times the Gemara says, Menor Lankra, where's the pasuk for this thing? It's all based on that. The source of Torah Shebiksav is the Luchos. Now, so you can say Av and Yira is such a high darga, but Av and Yira is made, it could be Yesh Mi She'oyev. That means it is engraved inside, but the engraving and the stone is different. So therefore, the engraving of the stone could be Yesh Mi She'oyev. There is an existence, and there's someone that loves Hashem. But Ma'aseh HaMitzvahs is you're just doing the will of God, and you're one with God. Now wherever you look is God. And that's why we see with the Alter Rebbe, on the day he passed away, he said, do you see a wall? Because he saw the Shem Havaya, which is in the wall. That is Oisis HaChakika, that's the Etzem HaNeshama, which is even higher than Torah Shebiksav. So basically, he saw the Koyach HaPoyel B'nifol, the action of the Poyel in the thing that it is. And that's our avodah, is to be one with God. Internalize our Torah that we learn. And know that the source of our learning is Oisis HaChakika, is the Luchos. And Be'ezus Hashem, by internalizing everything that we learn, when we internalize everything, we see everything is godly, no matter what happens. And the Para Aduma is the same idea as every mitzvah we do. What's the Para Aduma? The Para Aduma is Ratzoi V'shuv, clinging on to God and coming back down here. The love to God and bringing it down here into Gashmias. And that is Dafke where we have the Paraduma, that you have to burn the Paraduma, V'nosan Mayim Chayim Alakel, you have to bring it down to Maisa B'Poyel. And that's the idea of Ma'am Ban. And that's the idea of Yitzchak. That Eliezer was a servant of Avraham Avinu. And where was he going? Where was Eliezer going? To be Meshadech, make a Shidduch for Yitzchak and Rivka? That was the Shidduch of Ma'an Ban. Hashpah and Akeli. Ratzi V'shuv. The main thing of Yitzchak will be when Mashiach comes. Because Yomru li Yitzchak ki ata avinu. And as we know that this Shabbos we be benching Yud Beis Min Gimel Tammuz, which Friedrich Rebbe's name is Yosef Yitzchak, represents the Geula too. Yosef Ad Shenis Yadai, that he goes again and being melakit every Yid, he grabs every Yid, one by one to the Gula Amitis Vashlema, one by one to the Yiddish fold, the Jewish fold, he brings them in. And the idea of Yitzchak, Yomru ki Yitzchak ki ata avinu. So the Eibusha should help that we should have this Galus of Mashiach taking me on Mamash now. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever.